Aquarius, good morning, how you doing? So I'm finding it very difficult to get through to your energy, so I don't know. Are you dealing with like a 4? Laura, Louise, Lucy, Louise, Louisiana, Lowell, anybody beginning with L, Lucifer, a Capricorn? But because for the channel messages, for a start, I kept hearing lunar eclipse. So it might have something to do with a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Piscean. You could have this in your chart. It could be called Charlotte, Web, Arachnophobia, Arachnid. So Jen Coin, Bitcoin, Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, anybody beginning with J, Bitcoin, Jen Coin. So I don't know if there's anything to do with like exchanging Bitcoin or something like that, or something that you're interested in. But for a start, I kept hearing lunar eclipse. So I don't know, but either way, before I actually get on with your tarot reading, Aquarius, I can't get through to it. Which means I can't seem to get through to you, which means that there has to be a blocked energy, is why I'm kind of seeing like a 4. Okay, so 4, Laura, Lucy, anybody beginning with L, blocked, can't get through. So someone must have blocked someone's phone number here, or blocking someone out, or not prepared to listen to them. Them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, same names. Say my name. Say my name. Donkey. So something to do around maybe a Capricorn, maybe someone that's not moving. Trying to, like, I don't know, whip someone. Alice in Chains. Alison. Ali. Abbott. Abbott's Ripton. Ripcord. Tom York. From York. Yorkshire. From Yorkshire. This is our channel. If you've just met the channel before, if you've seen the channel before, you could be dealing with a 4, Scorpio, Aries. Okay, yeah, I'm hearing Tom York, Yorkshire, someone that lives up York, Yorkshire Terrier, Tara, Tanya, Great Britannia, someone from Britain, Great Britain, or the name Brittany. Oh baby wasn't supposed to know, or something you wasn't supposed to know. I don't know, I keep hearing like a yes, no, maybe, slow go, no. Like a, I don't know, very clear, the name Claire. Or like, I don't know, I'm finding it so difficult to channel for you, because I just feel this indecisive yes, no, maybe, kind of don't know. Like slow, go, stop, slow. Which would be like an Knight of Pentacles for me, and I can't seem to get through, which to your energy or to your messages, which means there must be an energy of 4, like Capricorn. In Capricorn reading, if you're dealing with a Capricorn, say there was a lot of power play between the Empress and the Emperor, okay, which is 3, which would be a Pisces energy or a life path 3. And then the Emperor being a 4, Scorpio or Aries, but it was basically basing off a power play. I don't want to give over power to you. I don't want to give over, it might be power of attorney. You might be going to court, okay, for a lot of you having to go to court, and you don't want to give evidence against something or whatever it is, or Steve thing. If I say Steve, you say Stephen King or thing. So I don't want to give over power of attorney, or I don't want to give over power to you. Like the Emperor and the Empress through a Capricorn reading, so you really could be dealing like a 6. If you are, that would mean Gemini, Capricorn readings. Obvious, I'm going to really lose you if you're new. So you could be dealing with a Virgo. This is our channel, just stick with it. Yeah, so you can watch this as an Aquarius or Leo. Okay, Aquarius or Leo, because we look at 8. So life path 8, Aquarius, Leo. You know that by now, right? If you've been following the channel for a while. Okay, so to get through to the messages, what they're saying is that there's this kind of like paradox number that you always get because of you being an Aquarian Leo energy. Okay, but I feel that there's a lot of this leading up, like I am the Laura, Lucy, Louise, but I am the Lord of the dance, said he. I am the Lord. So someone from like Scotland or something, or a Lord. Or like, I just keep picking up this power play between Chucky, power play, child's play, childish behaviour, not speaking, not talking. I don't know, some, like, you could be dealing with children, or you're just dealing with a very childish energy at the moment. Okay, but I just keep hearing there's an energy of what were they saying? Sorry, this playing power energies between the Empress and the Emperor, of not wanting to give over power towards the person and not wanting to speak or talk, but then why, like the Emperor in the other readings were very much so of like, why do I always have to come to you? Why do I always have to give over power to you? Why, like attorney, so why do I always have to come to you? Why can't you come to me? And it's kind of like this, to me, to you, to me, to you, to Libra energy possible, or a two anywhere. And like, why do I have to, it's just, it's mixed up, I really feel. Your reading could be. I don't know, they're just channeled messages. If you see me sweating, that's because Steve is on the way to losing his bitch tits. I've been out walking every single day. Been doing it for the last week and feeling a lot better about it. Using the, any of you out there been fit and you've got like a fitness watch or an Apple Watch or something? Okay, and you follow those rings. But yeah, it seems to really be working. Anyway, even though I've got a treadmill here, I've actually been going outside. So anyway, Aquarius, how you doing? So let's see what your actual tarot comes to and if it relates to any of those channel messages or if they're complete bullshit. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius or Taurus. Okay, somewhere. Okay, so Aquarius for June 2022, but it is only the 20th of May so far, so this could be what's happening now. Okay, but Aquarius for June 2022, what they got coming up. So you're dealing with a Gemini or a Capricorn. Okay, Gemini or Capricorn could be in the family, could be a grandmother or mother situation for a lot of you. There is love here, but it's also a choice that needs to be made between them. Okay, so is someone trying to get in between this energy? Because I definitely hear in the in-betweeners, or Tina's, the name Tina's, Tanya, Tara, Tatiana, Rexon, Reckon Bull. I keep picking up that there's an energy of a bull, which would be Taurus or Sagittarius, placement of 5 somewhere, and you're just about to wreck it. Let's see. Aquarius. What has Aquarius got coming up for June 2022? So the 5 of Cups, there you go. That's more like a bull energy, Sagittarius, Taurus. So this is a trigger. This is a mirror. So someone's give up on the mirroring. There's a hell of a lot of mirroring and triggering about, I don't know, because like I said, it can be relating to like, I have issues around parenting, but I definitely keep hearing like, you remind me so much of when I was young. Like when I was young, keep treating me like I'm a child. Or like when I was young, I listened to the radio. You could be listening to my Angel Radio maybe. But like, you remind me, these are complete triggers of where someone keeps relating things to a mother or a past energy or a grandmother or something like that, but they keep doing the same thing here, okay? So that's also, because that's like an Amber Heard situation. I hate to keep bringing it up, but it's that I don't want to keep looking at what might be wrong with me about what it is that's going on around a parenting situation. Okay, so it's rejection. Like I feel like abandoned. Like I don't like feeling like you've abandoned me. Have you abandoned me? Have you not abandoned me? Would you abandon me? Would you not abandon me? And then abandonment goes to self-sabotage because someone doesn't want to deal with the trigger that is being reflected back to them, which is where, as both of you will start to see reflections of like, this came up when I was a child, or this happened to me when I was a child, and don't treat me so childish, and like, don't be so childish, and you will go through all those triggers and mirrors in one's head, and like, you don't have to talk to me like that with disrespect, and like, you respect my authority, and like, you don't have authority over me to say what I can and can't say. You don't have authority over me of what I can feel and what I can't feel. But if this is, because this could be parenting situations as well as your love energy, right? But what I'm also picking up is that someone, they see themselves in you, okay, so it's alchemy and it's destiny, but they see yourself, or Disney, Walter, or something to do with Walt Disney, something to do around the I don't know, it could be the Johnny Depp situation here. He is a Gemini and she's a Taurus Sagittarian energy. But it doesn't matter, I don't want to keep going on about that. But again, I keep hearing Walt Disney or something to do with a production, okay? Production of Walt Disney or characters of like caricature, okay, or immature energy. I don't know. I'm picking up a few signs of like immature, caricature, character, a character witness, or a nurse, someone that is a nurse, or a character witness. Witten, the name Witten, Mandy Witten, from Great Britain, or someone that keeps witnessing something, like a pattern of behaviour of every time do I connect with someone, do I remind them so much of what goes on or did go on around my childhood here, and every time do I meet someone, does the person keep reflecting the same energy back to me all the time? It's more of a back to me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you. So it's kind of like this unknown soldier of Jim Morrison. I don't know if things are working out, if we can work it out, if we can't work it out. If we are not speaking, then how can we work it out? If you're not going to admit the truth, then how can I help? But it's like you're not helping kind of energy sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's like someone still loves you, but what they're seeing is their own reflection within your soulmate. Within your soulmate triggering, they are seeing signs of, or both of you are, what happened to you as a child. What happened to you as a child. Because that would relate to the childish behaviour. You don't have to never ever take offence to this. But what I'm saying is, because someone is resorting to the energy of feeling like when they were a child, they don't like to be treated like they are a child, but their trigger is when they were a child, you see. So it's kind of showing me a lot of this triggered reflection of childhood codependent stuff where my mother may have been way too codependent on me all the time, okay, or I was so like I didn't have, or I don't have, I didn't or don't, I don't know which one it is, because there's a loss of a mother here, you see, there's a loss of a mother or a grandmother or something like that, and I don't know how I can live without you. So there's a lot of reflections of karma that is being shown to both of you through parenting, old, like loss of parents, okay, parents, oh man, there's so many messages here, sorry, hold on, I'm trying to grasp the lessons between both of you. If this is relating to, because there's a trigger here, this is going to relate to both of you in a connection, okay. One of you is constantly smothered by a mother that always kind of seems to self-sabotage the energy. When it's built up, it's destroyed, okay. So it's like too much love. Too much love will kill you every time. So there's an energy of like too much love. Like I love you that much that I'm finding it difficult to accept the fact that you love me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you love me that much that I can't accept the fact that you do actually love me. Right? Because this can be, you are the one that, my greatest adversary that shows me my bullshit. Okay? So when there's bullshit, which is a 5, which is Taurus or Sag energy possible, but again, you show me bullshit. You call me out on my bullshit. You push me out. You pull me in. Okay, you call me out. I don't like it. Or you, I don't know, you make me think of myself and I can't stand it. Okay, so what you're doing is, or what this person's doing is, they're projecting hatred upon themselves more than likely. Okay, anybody beginning with L or Lee, okay, but like projection of, because this is like a codependent family situation, okay, so if this is hurtful for you, you best not watch here, anybody, because there's truth that's kind of here, okay. There's an energy where someone latches on to an energy of Gemini, right? They latch on to them to prove that they love them. But when it comes to their love life, because this is a mother or a grandmother or matriarch energy, But when it comes to their love life, they show this energy loads of love, but won't accept love back from this energy, you see. This is why I'm going on about this quite a lot, these two cards. Is because this person's showing this signs of love that much to this person, that this person doesn't know how to receive love. So when they're showed love to this person that wants it, they'll keep saying that they love them. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you that much. But when I say, I know I love you too, they don't accept the fact that this person loves them, you see. So they'll show loads of signs of love here, but if here isn't reciprocated within a 6, they give loads of love, but they won't receive love, okay? Do you know what I'm saying? So through a reflection of this being, say, a parent, they give so much love towards a person that won't receive it in the right manner, which means that it's either too much and you're always telling me that you love me, but when you tell me that you love me back, I can't, man, I'm getting emotional at the moment. Sorry. Like, I'm showing you loads of signs of love, but you won't, even though I tell you that I love you, you won't accept the fact that I love you. So in a, like, because I can keep telling you it and you can tell me, but I'm not going to, you know, it's just like, I love you, I love you, I love you. And you're like, yeah, I know I love you. And they're like, yeah, I don't believe it, but yeah, go on then. And they're like, no, I reciprocate it, I love you. You're like, yeah, I know, but I don't really believe the fact that you do. And you're like, hold on a minute. I told you that I love you, right? I told you that I love you, so what more do you want? Like action? Because there's no action here. There's words, but words are just momentarily. There's feelings. Feelings come and go as they please momentarily every single day. It can change within 2 more cards or an instant, right? But an action is something that is not here, which means it's words. It's just words, more than words. More than words. Okay. How does that song go? I don't know, more than words. Anyway, but like, I can tell you all day long that I love you, but how can I prove that I love you more than you love me? I need action in my life. I need to be able to prove that to you. I can't keep telling you that because that just comes across as like ditto. Like, you know, so like, you know, you've told me you love me, great. But why is that me telling you that I love you are not enough when there's no action? If you want me to prove it, I will, but do I have to keep proving myself towards this energy that I love you? Okay, or am I telling you that I love you all the time, but when you tell me that you love me, that isn't good enough? So they've got self-sabotage here. Okay. I'm also hearing her or heard as well. So that would be Amber situation. But then when this comes to the actual person's love energy, actual like, okay, so I'm learning a lot about my love interest that goes on in my family. That's where I'm learning at the moment, okay? Or I have been learning the majority of wrong love, okay? Showing loads of signs of it, but not receiving it, or receiving it, but rejecting it. Rejecting the fact that someone actually does love me. I'm rejecting that fact. If this goes on with a parenting situation, this also goes on in a love situation because of this one card of being abandoned, like from childhood, okay? So when I was young, I was abandoned by someone here, so I have to prove my love here. But when it's given back, I don't know how to love you enough. So when it comes to the person's love life itself, they don't know how to express or receive it. Because if in this person's love life, they're always being told that I love you in their love life. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. This person doesn't know how to receive love. They don't know how to receive it, okay? So in their love life, it's going to go wrong because they might be giving love here, but when it's told back to this person, they throw it back at you. They resent the energy of love. So through resentment, when the person finds love life, they don't know, they resent the person for loving them. So they push it away. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's a huge reflection here, Aquarius. You might even see this in your family, like complete family dynamic, right? Because it's soul. Like every time I read cards, It's soul group energy. You learn by your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your daughter. Okay, that has an instantaneous effect on your love life when you meet one. So when you get it, your soulmate reflects the energy back to what you didn't heal with through your parenting. Okay, so it shows you what it's like to feel abandoned. So if a person don't like the triggers, they feel like that they're being abandoned and they could blame this person for loving them. You see? So it goes on. It's like an ongoing rejecting, objecting, objection, you know, rejection. You rejected me. I can remember being rejected as I was a child, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then, given any circumstance, you would see anybody that looks inward at it as a childish situation. Because why can't you just get over it? You know, that's what you would more than likely say. Well, that's not my fault. If this happened to you when you were a child and I wasn't involved with you when I was a child, and it wasn't me that abandoned you, then why is that my fault? That isn't. That's your parenting situation that I wasn't involved in. Because you have a trigger around parenting, that does not mean that that's my responsibility by saying that I wasn't around when you were a child, or unless you're childhood sweethearts, you know, and you've known each other from like 2 or 3, 5, 6, 7, growing up, obviously not in relationships then, but grown up together, okay, but like even then there would still be this not knowing how to receive love when it's given, because someone here can say all day long I love you, but without any proof of it, you can abandon and reject a metaphysical connection without even putting the work in towards the physical. Okay. Well, that's a long reading. That's a long-winded 2-card reading. Aquarius. See ya. You know, so someone is being told that they love the person or just have, but they won't accept it. They don't want to accept the fact that someone does actually love the person. So if you guys are here and you've said, I love you, they're not accepting the fact that they do, whoever that is. If they say, no, I love you, they won't accept the fact that this is love. Okay. So if that's going on in a parenting situation, that's going to be very difficult in a loving relationship. Okay. Because you could have a 5 of Cups that actually doesn't want the love from here. That's what I'm saying. That's going to be a very difficult trigger to figure out. Because you could have one of you from a mother that actually doesn't want the energy of a mother. And then the reflection through the other side is the reversed mirror. Which is where, like, one of you says, like, I don't believe you, blah, blah, blah. I don't need that much love, right? And then your partner is the one that tries to prove their love to this person. And they tell them that they love them, but they won't accept that. You see, that's going to be the reversed energy of the mirror that comes from you and your partner. That's the lesson right there. That's the most important trigger, most important message, right? Is that one of you shows this Gemini energy here, Capricorn or Gemini of 6, that I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, but when it's given back, yeah, well, right. Then the other person that is connected is I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Too much love will kill you every time. You're smothering me with too much love, right? And I don't want it, okay? I don't need that much love, okay? So you're, like, karma, for any of you that may not know, karma is something that happens all the time to you and your partner, right? It's reflected where I've told people for fucking centuries of even being a medium through past life. Karma changes instantaneously. You can't avoid karmic energy. You can't, no matter what you do, you'll never, ever, 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 Trevor, you will never, ever be able to avoid it, okay? It is something that is there constantly, okay? So anybody beginning with EL, because I keep picking up L, okay? So you'll never be able to avoid it, and it doesn't matter who or what or where you experience it with, because if you don't experience it with a lover, you'll experience it with a mother, or a grandmother, or a parent, or a sibling, or a friend. It doesn't matter which way you go in life, your destiny shows you this, your greatest adversary. If you avoid, you get more. If you avoid, you get more, and that's why it becomes very tiring, very boring, and very tedious. Keep putting up with, every time do I meet someone, does the same thing happen and show me the same shit over and over again? A hell loop of 5. I'm always ended up feeling this way. Okay, so you can't avoid it. If it doesn't happen with your lover, it happens with your mother or parent. Okay, that's your karmic energy there. That'll be your other person as well. That'll be anybody that is watching. Because if you're single, you'll see this going on in your family. Okay? And trust me, if you do not like lessons and you do not like what is cast upon you as a lesson, never, ever blame a human being. Because if you do, you're blaming a spirit. You're blaming God if you believe in God. Because when you meet your adversary, this is Adam and Eve, or Steve also. But like, this is Adam and Eve, okay? So it was infected by a dark energy of Capricorn in the forbidden fruit, okay? Which is why everybody will always say, is it love or is it lust, okay? So love over lust leads to trust, okay? Steve's famous 3, okay? A trusting connection. That's 3. But first, security. I need to feel safe and secure around you all of the time, or I need to be around you all of the time. If I'm not, and I don't have constant communication, I fear that you're going to not be with me, okay, because you're not communicating with me, and I feel that you're either 1, interested in another person, 2, you're not really bothered about me. And because you're not bothered about me, are you actually bothered at all? Are you putting in any effort? Are you putting in any action towards this? Okay. And then you will start to see this reflection of where the energy that's built up through safety, you end up not feeling so safe around the person anymore because they're showing you energies of the 3rd one, which is trust, which is 5, Taurus, Sagittarius. Taurus would relate to the Hierophant, marriage, commitment, relationship, okay? The Hierophant, long-term standing goals, okay? So this person might think, I can't stand you. You always do this, okay? You always put me in a circumstance where I feel down and low. Why do you make me feel as if you're not interested? Why can't I be around you all the time? And when you're not around me, I don't like that. Because it reminds me of when I was a child, and then when you're not around me and my mother or father abandoned me as a child, I actually feel abandoned in my love energy of now where the lessons are coming at me left, right and centre. Because I can't avoid it, whether I experience this with you or someone else. Because your next soulmate will show you the same. And soulmates are all cut from the same cloth, right? Adam and Eve started off the chain of everybody being related to everyone. Okay? From the loins of the earth came God as he cast upon the earth to say, from the loins of me you will be born in the eyes of the beholder. Okay? You have to give up, basically. You have to give over power. When there's energy of like fear and loathing in Las Vegas, right, or drugs or alcohol involved, but we're not going to go down that road. But when there is fear attached to anything, you have to give over power to the other person. That was Adam and Eve, okay? So when you give over power to the other person, that means I don't mind about being gaslit. I don't mind about being the bigger person to say that I love you. I can give that over. I can give over power to you. If you want me to help you, I can. But I love you. I want to be with you. But I can't keep trying to prove that to you if you're not going to accept it. If you're not going to keep accepting every time I tell you I love you, and you will never accept the fact that I love you, then what more can I do to prove it to you? We need to action, because it's leading to more of this. Self-sabotage, aggression, fighting, blocking, avoiding, sabotage. The other person feeling as if it's you that's sabotaging the energy because of their abandonment, okay? But that is under the deck, but Let's see, Aquarius. Aquarius. So I feel this person's gone off. I think that the connection is dwindling, okay? And they're realising that they don't understand what love is because there's no action there towards it, okay? So Steve, so you could be called Steve, anybody? Let's see. Aquarius, what's going on with Aquarius through June 2022? So there you go. There is love here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If you're both got these energies of reflection, if you've got like Gemini, Capricorn placements, okay, like me, I have Aquarius in Venus and Mercury and other places. Gemini moon, okay. So you can have any placement of 6, Gemini, Capricorn, okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If it's a Scorpio, it can be Aries, okay, because that's the only divisible by 1 energy that relates to another major arcana, is the 4. The others are singular, okay. Cancer, life path 7, Pisces, life path 3, okay, and then you would get Scorpio, which would mean a 4, life path 4, Aries, okay. So there's an energy of love, and it is here, but there's mirroring, there's triggering, there's energies to work through. Like I said, anybody at any point can avoid their partner, but it doesn't matter what partner that you're with. I don't know if any of you guys are adverse to being spiritual with soulmates and twin flames, and you're on a spiritual journey of soulmate, like ascending through time and space of love, okay, which shows you your greatest adversary of people that you meet along your way. How many, hands up, how many people have felt like this during the times of love and war and fighting? How many times have people felt sorry, you know, and want to apologise and want to make up? Okay, but then you break up and then you make up, and then you have triggers and you have mirrors of your adversary that constantly show you the same. This is a hell loop, you know. For any of you guys don't realise that we're in purgatory, it's a bit like the film Lost, right? You're stuck on an island where you are constantly going through time. If you've watched Lost and the seasons of Lost, you'll realise that when they're on the island, they're actually more than likely all dead, okay? But like, you know, they keep going through time zones, time warp energies, okay, going back to the past, going to the future, and then reflections of like, this was my mother and my father, and then I met my mother and father when I was older. And you know, have you seen Lost before? You know, but it's like that. Let's see, Aquarius. So wow, I mean, unless someone's a player, it's up to you. This came up for another reading where I actually held these two cards together and there was something in between it. Okay, I said the in-betweeners, didn't I? So Tina's, or anybody beginning with T, okay, T. But these could be family, family. Lee, Laura, Lucy, Louise, everybody beginning with L. I'm picking up huge L's. And I'm also picking up like Capricorn of Lucifer, or Lucy, Louise, okay? But like, you know, they're here, but there are other energies, but they can still remain to the same person, right? It depends if you're dealing with a player that is constantly focusing on the person that they lost all the time. But that can be a mother, you see, here. You've got so many triggers here, I couldn't even begin to tell you how long that would take me to go over all of these lessons for you here. Okay. This is also the loss of a mum, and I can't get over the loss of my mother or my parent or my grandparent. That's that, 100%. That's a trigger and a mirror of a person that is no longer with this energy. Okay, so it's grieving, it's going through the process of childhood-related trauma. Okay, that's why you've got fear of rejection and abandonment. It's past relationships, it's reflection of the lunar eclipse, okay, total eclipse of the heart. I'm heartbroken, you know, you're hurting me, I don't want to because I love you, but I'm going over, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And that's a mum, okay? That is also what your mother or your father or your grandfather, father or mother is going through as well, okay? And then you get optimism, Okay, but you do have two women, same-sex relationship, or two men, but like I said, I don't want to put fear into you guys that constantly worry about third parties. You have to know. You have to know. I can't never tell you if there's a third energy. This person constantly concentrates on a Piscean energy, 3 here, right? This could be a Pisces. But if you're all got mixtures of 3 in your chart, you're just going to come as the same. Okay. So you don't have to reach out to me and ask through paranoia, is there a third party involved that I don't know of? Because I ain't going to be able to tell you. Because I deal with facts, not fiction. Okay. So let's see. And if you know, if you guys ever find out or know that someone is speaking or talking to X people, well, then you don't put up with that, right? Because you shouldn't be speaking with X's at all. Okay. Not if you're in a relationship. Okay, so let's see. You have to complete a cycle with one person first before you go abandoning and jumping ship into another one. You have to get closure first. If a person constantly denies you closure, well then, that depends if there's no communication at all whatsoever, and the person for so long has never given you any closure, it kind of becomes obvious the fact that is, right? Because there is a time eventually that you have to move on. I'm not saying do it now, because there can potentially be very good energy that's coming up for you. Aquarius for June 2022. So you got Gemini. Again, Gemini or Capricorn, and you do have equality, but equality is shown as a reflection through what one person receives and gives. Because you can always overgive love, and then when it comes to your love life, you can overtake by it not being enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Your reflection is through people that give so much love towards someone, but when they're told that they're loved, they don't feel as if they are. Okay, but they can express love all the time, but when it comes back to them, they can't, they don't know what it is. They kind of know what it is, but they're learning about what that is, to receive the energy of love, to be able to think, okay, you love me, blah, 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 I know. Oh, thank you, I love you too, blah, blah, blah. And they start to learn about the receiving energy of what being loved is actually for and like, okay? But again, you still get this learning energy of a reflection that is showing both of you, all of you, when told that you are loved, this person might receive all of the energy of like saying, yeah, I know, you love me, I know, I love you too, okay? But then, is that enough? Is that fair enough? Like, I don't know how much more I can give you because you're giving me more than I'm giving you. Okay, so it has to be, I love you, you love me. Thank you for like showing me the lessons of what it's really about. Okay, so Aquarius, what has Aquarius got coming up for June 2022? 7 of Swords. Again, there's someone that's trying to receive too much attention. They are chasing the person, but you're playing this game with the energy here, because 7 runs from 5. 7 runs from 5 because it has 5 in its hands. It makes a decision that I'll give over power to you if you want. It's fine, I'll come and see you right now. If you want me to come over, because this is travelling, right? It's coming back energy, but it's also travelling, part of Life Path 7 or Cancerian. I'm prepared to come and see you now. Whenever you want me to, I'm here for you. I will travel to come to see you now if that's what you want. But do you? Because I'm prepared to give you what you want. But if I come to you, do you want me to or not? Do you want me to or not? Because look, the 2 there is the 2 there. Okay? So is that fair if I was to say that I'll come now? Is that what you want? If the person says no, yes, maybe no, but I don't know. There's hesitation. There's hesitation. Because this person, whichever way it is willing to get moving, is willing to get going. That's why it's a part of the Chariot. Okay. So I'm willing to tell you, I'm willing to come back, I'm willing to work on this, but are you? Okay. Now, if you're dealing with a person that's constantly dealing with other people, like I said, you can be lied to. You can be lied to. Justice and truth energy is within the 7 here, okay? Because you also got, like I said, you've got a the scale here, right? That can be, is there an affair? Are you or your partner seeing someone else and that's why you're not committing? Is it because you keep going back to your ex or you keep talking to another person, and is that why you are not committing to me? Because you will also have fear in the connection too. The longer it goes on, the person will start to think that the other person's gone. And when they're gone, where have they gone? Okay, where have they gone? Because you will have this abandonment. You see, someone can abandon ship and go on to another one and then still be shown the same energy, where this reading will show exactly the same in a new relationship. Okay, because that's avoiding. But it's also, no, I'm ready. You see, at the same time, it's I'm ready if you are, ready or not. Pisces energy possible. Here I come. So someone should be coming here. Let's see, one more card for Aquarius for June 2022. 8. Communication. There you go. So there is communication. It should be going backwards and forwards. But it depends if you guys are daft enough to know that there's a player ahead and that they have been playing you for a fool, and you put up with that. You know, you'd never be the spoke in the wheel, the third person, you know. My advice would be, if anyone ever says, look, you know, I am speaking to another person, you just automatically say that's okay, you go, you know, go to the other person, okay? If they're speaking to someone else, you know, because no one wants to be the third person, right? So this should be communication, though. There should be travel involved. There should be communicating. You've got a spiritual divine connection that neither of you can really get off each other's mind. You've just kind of got this coming and going energy. Like, it might be closure. Some of you might want to know, are you coming or are you not? Are we speaking or are we not? Am I coming to you or are you coming to me? Can I come to you or can you come to me? If you can come to me but you decide no, then I need to know, because I need to know where I'm going. You know, if I'm traveling, I need to know, I need to give you my address. I need to, you know, I need to know where you are. I need to be on the same page as what you are. Are we going to bump into each other? Are we going to meet each other halfway? I will meet you and I will pick you up here. Okay, wherever that is. But I will come and meet you here. Okay, so I will pick you up. Okay. Because that can be as I'm travelling through, I'll come and pick you up to pull you out of this. But this is energy that I get as being as a life path 7. I am shown so many lessons in my life being a life path 7, because all lessons are relating to your numbers. But 7 is a huge one of lessons, because it's pulling. It's teaching people about trust. This could be a really good fucking card, but as reflected towards you, you can also be known as a player, someone that doesn't give attention so easily. I don't give over so easily, because it's coming and going. It's difficult to get the attention of a Cancerian energy, okay? Because they take their time to come back around, okay? So what you can get here is an energy of, like, I'm trying to pull you out of this 5. You see, 5 is always reflected within this 7, okay? To say that I'm trying to be fair here. You know, I'm trying to be fair. I am trying to pull you out of your past triggers. I'm trying to help. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to get you out of this darkness. I'm trying to pull you away and show you signs about what's going on with yourself. That's why we're connected. That's why there's this, look, I'm here to try and get you out, away from feeling this way. Okay. So you learn about equality. Okay, so we're going to stop there because I think I've babbled on way too long there. Okay, so if you're interested in the reading itself or me as a reader, you might want to support me on Patreon. For this one, it goes to the first tier, which is the monthlies only. Okay, that's like $3 or $4 and you get 2 monthlies within that. That'll be a full table spread and then clarified to tell you the expectation of what comes up. This can be now, this can be the end of the month. This can be June, whichever way you look at it, but we are doing it on the 20th, okay? So that'll be that. If you want to join the full access bundle, your last weekly of this month will only be on Patreon full access bundle. That's weeklies and monthlies. Okay, so it says it on the tin when you read it over there. It tells you what I offer. But the majority of weeklies that I do are only based over on the full access bundle of tarot there. You do get one on here, but the extended only goes there, and the rest of them are only done over on there. So if you want your last weekly, you're going to have to be on the full access bundle there, okay, for May. And we can see how these reflect back in your readings. If you want the teaching tier, I also teach channeling, reading cards, lessons around cards, numerology, dark energy, triggers and mirrors, fearing abandonment, rejection. So much. So much. Okay. So if you want to be a part of that, you can. There is a teaching tier, but my advice would be, if you want the tarot and the teaching, is to go up. Is to join the full access bundle and then look at your memberships and upgrade to also joining the teaching tier. Then you'll have access to both, and that'll only teach you, charge you the small amount between the two, okay? And then you'll get both of them. If you join here and go down, they'll charge you both, okay? But it does express everything in the video and all the written stuff that's over on Patreon anyway. So thank you very much, Aquarius. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time.